Cosgrove, got Trevor McDonald, Gerald Cargo, Henry Vedder, and Drew Lazar. Coach, who's coaching the state.
Yeah, I mean, obviously tough game tonight. I'm just so proud of these guys, and even tonight we didn't play our best game, and we were still right there, had a chance to win it. So I'm just so proud of these guys. So it's yeah, tough day, tough night for us, but I'm so blessed to have these guys and to have gone through what we've gone through, and I'm just so proud of them. And I said in the locker room, I'm just so proud of them as young men. They're awesome, terrific basketball players, but they're better people and better young men, and their character is what will endure, and they have such strong and high character. I just couldn't be more proud of a group of guys than these guys. All our guys, but these guys in particular that are up here.
Yeah, the timeout coach called a few minutes in, Henry. You guys obviously hadn't been playing the best defense those first couple of minutes. Were there changes made there, or was it just a moment to kind of look at each other and lock in?
I think we were just focused on playing as a team, playing together, defending the best we could, and rebounding the ball. I thought our second unit did a great job tonight. Definitely gave us a spark, and obviously it stinks that we couldn't come through for them in the end. But it's a team sport, and everyone's got to play up to the standard. And like Coach said, we didn't play our best ball, but we were still right there at the end and gave ourselves a chance to win, which is impressive to say.
Obviously you could have played better because you didn't win. But Coach, would you mind explaining a few of the things that you thought you could have done better, because it seemed like you played awfully well for much of the game?
Yeah, we had good stretches. I just think that we had some lapses on offense. We had some lapses on defense. It happens. When you win, happens when you lose. So, like I said, they made a couple plays at the end to win the game, and hats off to them. But like I said before, I'm just so proud of these guys and all that they've done and what they're about. That's the important thing to me right now, to be honest with you.
I wonder also if you could speak a little bit to the trust you have in that second unit. The league kind of dissolved while they were in, but you left them in there and built it back up again to 5 or 7. It's a style that not everybody plays. Just the way that you trust these guys all the way down 1 through 10.
Yeah, it's in our practices, it's so competitive, and we have a lot of times we do that where first unit will go against the second unit, and so they're always, both teams are always going against very high level competition. So I just think it, as the saying goes, iron sharpens iron. So we have faith in anybody in our program. We have faith in, and anybody who's in the game, we obviously have faith in.
For any of the guys, you guys have been here now a few times, and just talk, any of you, about kind of the lows but the highs that you've experienced in this building, and what you'll take with you after this related to what you've experienced here playing basketball.
Yeah, I think Coach said, and I think all of us are just going to walk out here with our heads high, knowing we gave everything we could to this program. This loss stings, and that's what stings the most, because that's all anyone on this team cared about, was winning and losing, and that's what made us so great. But like I said, banners hang forever. So we got 3 of them that are pretty nice, and we'll take that with us for the rest of our lives. People can't take that from us, and we put in the work to do that.
Yeah, when it comes to basketball, I'm a pretty emotional guy. But for me, after the game, I wanted to cry and stuff, but I'm like, what do we have to cry about? We have over 100 wins. We've been to 3 Final Fours in a row, 1 with a national championship, 3 NESCACs, which NESCAC is probably the best, I would say the best conference in the country. So there's nothing for us to cry about. We should hold our heads up high. It does sting that it didn't go our way, because that was our game, but at the end of the day, we've had a great 4 years, I would say. I would say probably the best. So.
Yeah.
Anybody else there? Any other guys, any other comments there?
You want to say something?
Yeah, it's just maybe an extra reflection for everyone. I'm just curious. You guys have done something not just that the NESCAC team has done. Only 3 other teams in the history of Division III have gone to 3 of these Final Fours in a row. And I know it hurts right now, but are you able to reflect a little bit just on how far you guys have come and what it meant to you together?
Yeah, I've just been absolutely blessed to play with this group. Coming out of high school, no one really wanted me for college. Like, I had coaches tell me I couldn't play in this league, and I had a coach who trusted me and put his full confidence in me, and Terrell just said, well, we should have nothing to cry about, but I don't think I'm crying just because of the outcome. I'm crying because it happened. Something truly special, and it was. I wouldn't want to do it with the other four ever.
Yeah, I'd just like to say that obviously I'm proud of all these four up here. I'm proud of Coach. I'm proud of all our guys. But I'm really proud of guys like Trevor, Drew, Jared Berry, Bengali, Paulo Polito. Like these guys, like Drew didn't play his freshman year, and Trevor's been coming off the bench, and he starts when he steps up. But like that's tough. Like that's tough when you're not playing your freshman year and you're sticking with it, and you're going through our practices and you're not seeing the court. Like it's tough to stay with it. And I was lucky I got the chance to play my freshman year, and I started my sophomore year. Same with Jarrell, but like these guys, like who are sacrificing their individual accolades for the betterment of the team. That's what makes our program great, and that's why we like we said, we've been able to win 100+ games in 4 years. Like we got guys that aren't worried about themselves, that aren't worried about scoring 20 a night, or getting first team all this. We got guys that are cared about winning and losing, and like I said, we did a lot of winning, and that's really a credit to those guys who are sacrificing so much for the team.
Yeah, kind of piggybacking on what Trevor was saying. Like, coaches, same thing with me. Coaches was saying I wasn't good enough to play in the NESCAC league, but Trevor, look at us now. We got 3 NESCAC championships in a row. Not a lot of teams in NESCAC can say that. So they missed out on a great opportunity. And I'm, like Trevor said, I'm not sad that we lost. I'm kind of sad that it didn't happen. Like we did that shit though. Excuse my language, but that's where we're at.
Anybody else? These guys go. All right. Thank you, coaching players.
Thanks, guys.
Win.